Hello and welcome to Round 1 Back 9 action of the 2024 Charleston Classic, presented by Innova Champion Disc and the Charleston Disc Golf Club. Film crew is Vern Weygandt and Ryker West. Commentary team is Avery French and Greg Cole. On the card today we have Austin Turner from Mint Hill, North Carolina. Nathan Queen from Kernersville, Tennessee. Corey Addy from Summerville, South Carolina. And Clay Edwards from Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right, we're here for the back 9. We're going to start on hole 10. 900 foot par 5. Tight tunnel shot off the tee, OB on the right side. Just a really good placement shot here off the tee is what's needed, and attack the rest of the hole after that.
Yeah, straight ahead, 285 is OB. You have to turn it pretty quick. Corey plays this hole pretty good, though.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Yeah. I've seen him eagle it. You were there when he eagled it, right?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I've seen him. I think he's eagled it once or twice. And it requires a good shot.
Sometimes it's hard to read the wind on this tee shot.
Till the next shot.
Once you get out
This
of the
was
open,
playing super heady, I think, wasn't it, on 10 today? It's got such a spicy forehand. Get out of there. Okay.
Yeah, that'll be fun. We'll probably have to go forehand on the second shot, too.
Yeah. And see, this takes a lot of the distance away from these guys that are 450 to 550 throwers. Because if you push it out there too hard trying to get that big money on that drive, you'll be in trouble. So it's a 900-foot par 5, but I think it plays probably closer to 1,000.
Ooh, that OB on the left. Long.
Yeah, now that's a good roll.
Yeah, it's very nice. Maybe a little hyzer flip here.
I don't think he has a whole lot of choice with the wind right now.
Yeah.
That dark patch down there in the bottom is about pin high with that pole, and that's about 450, 460 from there. So I put Austin around 500 from the basket right now, maybe a little more.
Ooh, it's going to finish in the woods. Oh, it settled nicely. I like that, I think. Clay's got a whole lot of room to work with here on the right.
That's a fast disc. He's not getting to the basket from there, I don't think.
Corey going for it, or I don't think he's far enough off his tee shot.
I mean, he could throw all he wants, but I don't think he's got 550 into the wind.
Oh, no, it looks like he turned that one over.
Yeah.
Yep, into the tall grass. OB. We'll have to take that from pretty far back in the fairway.
He could have gone putter from there.
Oh, Nathan didn't get his all the way turned over.
Oh, he crossed over there. I wonder where they're going to give it to him. He definitely crossed over the inbounds marker right there.
Corey's playing from pretty far back in the fairway.
Yeah. Oh. Circle's edge look for par.
Yeah, that was a good shot, though.
Not the putts you want on a day like today, though. Come on. No. That looked like it dropped out of the sky.
Yeah, a little low. It might not look like it on camera, but that is such a low ceiling shot.
It is very low. Yep, I've thrown many a shot from my knees right there. Come on.
Austin with those putt. Oh,
Really?
bogey ball.
I knew he wasn't going to prove me wrong.
It's a good par save there from Corey.
Shit. It's a great putt. There you go. I think Clay's part for birdie, right? Yep. Well, let's go, Clay. Par 411, it's about 700 feet. And this hole was put in place because Corey wanted another par 4 on the backside. So I spent a few weeks searching out some lines and trying to figure out. And this is the tee box that I came up with that I felt like everybody would hate the most. And it turned out to be a pretty good hole. But there's an OB all the way down the left and long.
You designed this for Corey, right? So he should put this in the fairway.
I mean, I designed it specifically for Corey.
Oh man, he goes OB off the tee shot, Greg.
Yeah, I know it. He knows better. But he does. There's a big right to left wind out there, so it's hard to get that forehand to come back over. Now Austin wears this hole out because, basically he's just throw a 350, 390. And it's pushing too, though. See that? There's a lot of wind coming up the fairway.
Yeah, similar line to Corey's forehand, just never came all the way back over.
Yeah, it's just pushing those discs over. Well, let's see if Nathan can make the adjustment and take it. It's scary to go inside because there's a tree line that you can't see right there that you have to go around. That looked a little better.
Definitely.
Yeah, he definitely took it inside. And that's the result. Yeah. So these guys have to get up and down. These guys are about 380, 390 out.
Okay, yeah. He was pushing 400. It's a tough shot.
Yep. You got a creek about 8 to 10 feet past the basket. And OB short. I look like it took a...
Oh, looks like it's rolling down the hill.
Yeah. That could be okay, or even if it's dry, it's going to be a tough putt for par for sure.
This is one you kind of want to just hang out right and just let the hill near the green kind of just take the disc down.
You want to take it.
Yeah,
exactly right. Yep. Take it right at those pampas bushes and just something really.
Yeah, basically what Austin just did there.
Yeah.
Ideal shot.
Yeah, let it work back from outside the circle and just skip into a putt.
What played it? Early left. Oh, must have stayed in bounds.
Tough hole for a lefty backhand for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, just outside circle.
So this is for bogey, right? Yeah, that's for bogey. Oh,
I think Clay's shot's kind of snuck in bounds, so he's got to.
Is this
just outside the circle? Look? I believe so.
Was he in bounds on his drive?
Oh no, I think that actually might have been a birdie look,
okay.
Maybe if he's. Clay's down there near the creek, uphill putt, elevated basket. Cashes it. Guy does not miss.
Nah, man, it will almost make you mad.
That's a very good par save, too, from Corey after going OB off the drive.
Yeah.
Same here for Austin.
Yeah.
Good par.
Yeah, any kind of save on this hole for par is a good save for sure. This is for double, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough hole.
They played as the 5th hardest hole for round 1.
Okay.
And I'm sure that had a lot to do with the tough tee shot combined with the wind conditions.
Yeah, a little heady right to left on that's tough.
Yeah, hole 12 here, par 3, 251. Tight little tunnel shot. You do not want to go right. It goes down into a lagoon that is automatic OB. There's no way you're probably even getting your disc back.
It's a nice reprieve from the 4 holes before it, but it's not a gimme. I mean, for these guys, I mean, they all should have some type of easy shot for 251, but it's a specific shot. And that's not it.
No, it is not. That's
No.
That's not what he wants. Oh,
This is a layup hole for him. He should get birdie on it. 7 out of 10.
That's so good, dude. I cannot hit that fucking.
depending on where
I love that guy.
Corey ended up off his tee shot there, off the kick right, that's gonna be even a tough par save.
This should be buttery for Nathan.
Okay, he has a little bit of a look here, maybe. Got a decent lie.
Okay. As long as it's within 80 or 90 feet, it should be an easy par.
Maybe about just outside circle,
I know that putt, too. He's got that.
about 40.
Oh,
Oh, airballs it.
kryptonite.
Great putt from Clay.
My man's on. Clay taking more strokes from folks.
That brutal kick right off the tee for Corey it's a tough one to recover from. It's almost, unless you have a really good
He looked happy for the bogey putt.
Yeah, it looked like it almost tried to spit out left off the chains. He stared it down for a second.
That's a good shot for Nathan. Nice bounce back. Hole 13, 290, pipeline hole. Lagoon to the right. Very small gap up the top. You can see the little logs. Those are to keep all the sliders at bay. Lagoon still goes down the right side. You actually just need to hit something that kind of stands up for a righty and carries out about 250 and then get your slide or fly it to the basket. It's a really good par 3.
Yeah, this hole played as the third easiest hole for the round because of shots just like that.
Yeah. Did you say the third easiest?
Look at
Yeah.
that point.
That is crazy.
On point.
It's not an easy hole.
Nope. This one and 5 are my 2 nemesis holes. Looked good, but looked like it was coming up a little bit. Yeah, that's good.
Great shot. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little deep.
Sometimes
but I think
something, the just enough club is not the one. You want the one that's possibly too fast. And like my grandma used to say, you get what you get and you don't fuss a bit and you get up there and make your putt. You don't try to hit it perfect, you know. I looked a little inside.
Pretty clean all the way through. That's really
they're
good shot.
both those guys are taking something that they could probably throw 100 feet past the basket.
Yeah, it's crashing it in there.
Yeah. Which I've only recently figured out. That seems to work better.
Lost him a little bit. Yeah,
There we go.
drains it. It's in the basket.
Yep. Guess your point did work out. Yeah, it did, I guess. You can delete that one, bro.
Okay.
Three birdies.
Yeah.
Hole 14, par 3, 352. Not much danger on this hole besides maybe the pond deep, but it's really hard to get to unless you really push something too hard, trying to get too much distance off the tee. I guess the pond on the right comes into play a little bit too. We can get down to that little creek, lagoon area. We've got a hay bale in front of the basket that can obstruct some putts, but overall, it's a pretty straightforward hole.
Yeah. Austin takes the big hyzer. I've seen him throw them between the trees in play, but he'll probably take it outside this left one.
It's such a crazy line. Pure too. Outside, and it's just to the right of the hay bale, in between the hay bale and the bridge.
Nice. It's a very specific shot for a backhand right hand. Again, I'm kind of surprised he didn't throw the forehand there. He's got 400 feet on a forehand. I know if I had 350, well, his forehand, I would throw forehand on this all day. It's a very specific slow pushing hyzer or a little stand up to hyzer. That's it right there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the shot. That's
Because there's kind of a low ceiling coming out of there, some limbs on the right.
Nathan has the.
I
Oh,
saw
wow.
that putt. That was me whistling. That was me whistling in the background. That's crazy. I don't remember whistling, but
Nathan skips it off the top of the hay bale for the birdie.
yeah,
What
nice.
a putt. Corey had the hay bale to mess with, I think, a little bit too. Kind of caused him to push it a little higher than he wanted.
Had that right to left wind coming in there too.
Yeah. Good par save.
If I could hear the thoughts in his head right now while he's contemplating that putt over that hay bale.
What is he thinking?
I can't say it. I'll send you a text.
That's scary, man.
Yeah.
What's that? You don't know what it's fit in there. That bridge off a little bit. Thanks, that, bud. Thanks.
Yeah, hole 15. Greg, I'll let you talk about this one.
This one is another tee box that Austin and I talked about changing. It used to be about 40 or 50 feet shorter. It says 355, but I think it probably plays closer to 370-ish. There's a big lake to carry there. It's pretty a straightforward shot, but there's a couple of gaps up there that you need to make between the pine trees. And if you hit them with how high the water is right now, you will roll back in that water, OB. And they've got a brutal headwind right now.
Would you believe me if I said this played as the easiest hole?
I mean, I would believe that it's in the top 5 easiest for sure. For these guys. If he'd let me see that shot and then ask me that question, I would have said no. Did he hit? Oh, he hit the light.
I think he hit some kind of.
Yeah. Well, there is a solar light way up there underneath one of the limbs. So when people walk down that path at night, it turns on, and he hit it. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, all these guys have a straightforward 350, 370, just overstable, something into the wind hyzer. I could see it playing one. Is it the easiest hole?
It was, yeah. It played average 2.67, so 41% of the field birdied it.
You know, I bet you I'm gonna throw my scientific theory out there. Well, these guys obviously didn't make those numbers, but I'm gonna say because of the headwind, everybody's taking something really overstable. So no matter what, these just were working their way back towards the basket. Because I think when it's just dead, I think you're trying to figure out what you're going to throw on it.
They were forcing it out to the right, to the edge of the bridge, and allowed it to come back in with something overstable.
Just make it. I think the headwind probably made it simpler. I don't think it made it simpler on 16 though. How did it play?
Yeah, we're going to get to that. That's not going to be easy for these guys.
Nathan having a tough day.
Nathan cleaning up his par.
He was throwing dimes out there when he went through their blind.
Yes.
Because I went around it with him. Sorry about the light, Austin.
I think Austin was fuming after hitting that light. I asked Greg to remove it, but he wouldn't do it. So
yeah.
Here's hole 16. I think you asked how this played. This played is the third hardest hole.
Okay.
For round one. Almost a half a stroke over par. I think Nathan has a different approach to this hole, right, Greg?
Yeah, he practiced it trying to skip it off short, and I'm not sure that it ever worked. And Austin is also a lefty, but of course he's got one of the best forehands in the game.
He's aiming right for that spotter down there and letting that crash in.
That looks pretty. That looks a little long, but good. Nope. Yep, that's good.
Oh, wow. Nice little curl up there. Could have easily rolled OB.
I want to say today it was pretty just straight heady. And then day 2 was just unbelievable.
Greg, this drop zone putt is no joke.
It is no joke.
Death putt.
16 used to be really easy, and I was like, this is Needs to be a better finishing hole, and I think it's a good finishing hole. You know, as far as one of the last three.
It's definitely one that you're thinking about as you're making your way around the course.
If the wind kicks up, as it was today, it'll get in your head for sure. And that putt right there is no joke. If he misses that putt and doesn't draw some kind of metal, I mean, you can roll straight out of bounds, straight down the hill behind that basket. Let's go, Clay Edwards. These guys better get on their horse.
Yeah, these last 3 holes on this course are very crucial.
$17. It's a 573 par 4, but you can't bite off more than 280. Let's say 260 to 310 or so. So you're going to have a 280 to 320 foot shot into this green, because left of that big oak on the left is OB, and then there's a road on the right, and it kind of goes into a point at about 320 feet, 330 feet out. As you can see, this tapers in. So these guys are just going to lay up to like a 280 to 300 foot shot into the green, which will play over the road.
Is this a shot you're trying to push close to the road as you can to make that second shot a little easier, or these guys are just kind of playing it to where...
Well, for these guys, I mean, where he just landed right there is the perfect spot, but I guarantee you he didn't want to be there. He wasn't trying to throw it there, because he's probably just going to throw 2 forehands in there. He's going to throw 2 forehands in there anyway, so he's probably just wanting to be middle. It can get a little wonky in the middle of the fairway if you're 350, 360 out. Like you're right where so this is probably 320.
Wind's probably a little left or right, I would guess.
Yeah, I'm thinking heady left to right. It's not hard to push it into those cedars, because the basket kind of sits in that little gap. So you've got about 120, 130 degrees to work with to that basket. If you push too close to those trees, you won't have a putt. And there is a hazard in the middle of that fairway, but it's more for those guys who go out of bounds on their tee shots. Doesn't really come into play for these guys. I can't see where that's landing. That looks tight.
It's a good shot there from Corey. It does look a little tight. I think Nathan's looked a little tight too, especially with him being a lefty. It might kind of take the angle away.
I'm surprised Corey threw. Again, he surprises me a lot. I can't tell which way the wind's blowing, so I'm sure his decisions on his backhands and forehands are all wind related.
Oh, yeah, Nathan's angle is good here. He should.
No way he misses this. That's a good birdie.
Good putt. 17 actually played as the 4th hardest hole.
Yeah, it's sneaky easy looking from the tee box. It's funny how these guys are birdieing the hard holes.
Yeah, only 19% of the field got the birdie, so it's getting strokes. Austin picking up another birdie. One of the best finishing holes in South Carolina. Finishing out with a par 5.
Yeah, there's a pretty tight OB section up there. left side, where you see the cameraman up there, that's about the line. And then right side, the edge of these trees right.
Austin going for over the road, or is he laying up?
I don't think so. Yeah, no. It looked like it came out a little low for over the road, but I think he's got some spicy stuff in store for a couple of the rounds, though.
What about Corey here? I think he's trying to go over the road or land short of it.
I mean, he could get over the road, obviously, but there's really that looked like an over the road. No, that was Heiser. There's really no advantage. You can, I mean, unless you push towards that power pole up there over the cameraman's head, if you can get your shot there, but that's like you're going to have to throw 550 to get there to have it be clean.
Nathan's pushing this over the OB the rest of the way.
Lefties have a little advantage here because even if they miss that far right, the layup shot's a nice hyzer for them.
This is such a tough second shot.
Yeah, and it's sneaky long because the fairway drops off. It looks like you hit it perfect, and then you're OB.
Is that going to come back? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it gets back in bounds across the road. He'll like that. Corey's going forehand here on the second shot. Pushing it out over the road. Comes back in right in the middle of the fairway. Sets himself up for a good perch to the green.
Jeez, kid. How you gonna mess that up? Oh, you did.
Yeah, good shot from Nathan as well. 3 good shots so far. See what Austin can do here.
He's just going to push a big hyzer down there. Down the road. Yep.
Oh, it's going a little deep.
There we go. Oh, too far. Oh, come on.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's
Wow.
Are you?
He didn't really
He
need to get
doesn't-
that much distance, right?
No, he doesn't.
He was just trying to make his third shot a little easier, fighting off a little bit more distance, but didn't work out for him.
Yeah.
Corey's approach is looking really good.
Okay, there we go.
Working with that OB on the left, but that's a death putt.
Somebody's parked.
It's a scary one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow, what a shot.
You got to be squeezing them tight together when you see that shot coming towards the creek.
Facts.
It's like the approach. It's like your approach shot on 3 towards that creek. You got to feel like you've thrown it in the water in order to throw a good shot.
Yeah. Oh, Austin leaves it low.
You know, he's missed some putts, but it sure didn't feel like it was a 4-down round. I mean, I didn't really see any bad shots out of his hands. It just didn't go in the basket. That's a good birdie.
It was a very good birdie. Finish out your first round.
Now, this basket used to be on the other side of the creek, and that was a phenomenal approach shot. But it's pretty good where I like it where it is next to the creek now.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Clay with a very good round.
Nathan going gangster on the last hole.
Clay Edwards at 9 under. Braden Sides at 6, tied with Ben Wolf.
That's a smooth thrower, Braden Sapp.
Our local boys, Corey Addy, and Eric Dahl, rounded out at 5 under. Appreciate you joining us. Come back for round 2.